All right, all right, all right, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, idealists and visionaries, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm here to make it known that we are back with another episode of Don't Get Smacked for Talking Smack. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing. Wrong podcast. Dear Lord, you could tell I had a long day. I'm sorry. We are here with another episode of Binge or Cringe. There we go. There we go. You know what? I'll put it right here so I wouldn't forget. And and I forgot. So, but it's okay.
And I was co-signing. I was like, smack.
yo, can't believe I got my own words mixed up like that. But it is what it is. Look.
It happens, bro.
It definitely happens. I'm proof. I'm proof. But let's get into it, guys. Today we are back on another episode of Binge or Cringe. We've been putting this info out there for this one for a while. Hey, there's the Xantar, there's the Boogles. We've been putting info out for this episode for a while, a whole week. Been promoting it, trying to get people on. Some people was interested, but they couldn't do it last minute. It's okay, but we got people coming now. Xantar just showed up. We also have some more people, one more person I believe who might be joining us, or two. So we'll see how it goes. But without further ado, all right, let's go around. First, we have a returnee. You haven't seen him since the Demon Slayer episode. I think that was the movie when we did the Mugen Train. My boy, the one, the only Star Peaks.
What's up, everybody? Yes, this is Planet Star Peaks. How's everybody doing today?
You know, everybody, I guess we chilling, man.
Good, man.
Chilling.
Thanks for having me, Reese. I do appreciate it once again.
No problem, man. Glad to have you back.
Mm-hmm.
The next we have, and now here I'm gonna be real with you. This interaction, with this interaction I've been hoping for, and I can't wait to see how things unfold. I brought on an expert of mine. One expert of mine. I have another one, but this is the one, the only, one of the experts I know with his own twist on thinking when it comes to all anime, but the expert I have come to enjoy talking to when it comes to One Piece, Xantar Boogles.
Hey, that's me. I thought he was talking about somebody else.
No, I was talking about you, fool.
You talking about?
I know he wasn't talking about me. I'm not an expert.
I don't know you that well, man. I'm sorry.
Me either.
So yeah, he's one of the people who's like an expert. Like literally, he changed my view and opinion on so much when it came to One Piece, and I was like, I hate you. I hate you.
Nah,
One
Piece is it's more than just a story. It's like it's a narrative on life and through through the narrator's eyes, but it's kind of akin to like a Bible. It's just like it teaches you how to live.
See? My expert.
There you go.
My expert with his own take. And then finally, but he's not last and he's not least, my man, my homie, the one, the only J Smack.
What's good, guys? How y'all feeling?
Good, man.
It's J Smack's first.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, it's his first episode. I finally got him on. Hopefully this hooks him and he'll keep coming back wanting more. So
oh yeah. Yes, sir.
But we are live and we are here. Funny, speaking of me saying live, we are here to talk about the live action One Piece series that dropped on Netflix. Okay.
Yes.
I've given people ample opportunity and time to watch it and come to terms with how they feel about it, and let's talk about it. So, first of all, let's be real. My very first question is going to I just want to know your honest answer from the rip. What did y'all think? Did y'all even think this was going to be good? Did y'all think it was? And then did y'all think it was good? And then why did you think? Did you were you underwhelmed by what possibly could have happened? Did you think it would have turned out terrible? If you thought it ended up good.
Who wants to go first?
You go ahead. You might as well go ahead and kick it off.
All right, I'll go first. So when I first saw, I like to call Opala, When I first saw Opla, I was like, oh no, because I'm like, I feel like we all kind of, not all, maybe like all of us, but like a lot of us were kind of like, okay, we're kind of scarred by live action animated series, like, you know, the Avatar. I know that's not an anime, but like that's one of the first ones that comes to mind.
Let's be real.
Dragon Ball.
We've discussed it. Anime
Dragon
worthy.
Ball Evolution. Dragon Ball Evolution. That's probably the worst movie ever made in history.
What
of
the
man.
hell is
like,
what the hell is
that's
Dragon
what
Ball
I'm-
Evolution? We don't talk about that.
That's
Death
what I'm
Note.
saying.
That's another one. Death Note's another one that was like not it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Death Note wasn't that good either. So I feel like it's like the elephant in the room. We're all like, this is gonna be bad. You know, I had low expectations for it. And then, you know, I'm like, oh, it's One Piece. Like, why are they doing this? And then I saw my boy Oda is in the works for it. And I was like, okay, you know, Oda ain't gonna disappoint, bro. Oda to Goda.
That's
You know
the little bit of ray of sunshine right there. That was that ray of sunshine. That was like, we got hope.
Shazon.
I was like, yeah, I was like, okay, Oda's not gonna disappoint. And then I saw, you know, Luffy, you know, do the CGI, and I wasn't like, oh, that sucks. But I was also like, you know, it's not like, you know, like that great, I guess, or whatever. But like, again, this was just me watching the trailers, bro. Like just seeing it before it even like came out. Yeah. And then it came out, you know, I was like, let me check it out. And bro, when I tell you, man, it had me hooked like I was watching One Piece for the first time, bro. For the first, like the first season alone was such a breath of fresh air, because Arlong Park is probably top 3 favorite arcs for me. It's just that nostalgia factor for me, bro. Like it just feels like almost peak One Piece, you know? Like it's just like that's when around Arlong Park is kind of, I feel like a lot of fans really started to feel how One Piece is. So the fact that they kind of went into it and like ended it with it, it was such a breath of fresh air. The roles of all of the characters, bro. What's his name? Tars? Of the Sanji.
His name is Taz.
Taz, bro.
Yeah.
When I first saw him, I'm like, who casted Eminem as Sanji? Why did they cast Eminem as Sanji? Why did they do that? You know? But the lore for him, bro, and him being, I love Sanji too, you know what I'm saying? So like I was like, man, it's gonna suck. And then I saw him like perform. He became my favorite character. He became my favorite actor of the whole show. Like I thought I was gonna really like be sold by Usopp. I was like, okay, and I will say this, like once I started watching it, I was like, everybody looks like them, bro. Like they all look like them, you know? And I was seeing like them like be them. And I'm just like, bro, this is so good. This is so good, bro. Like I was honestly like low key blown away at the fact that like I felt like I was really, really like getting into One Piece again. Like it felt like I was, you know, like they're saying like, oh, like what show would you rewatch for the first time type shit. Like that's how it kind of felt. Like I felt like I was rewatching it for the first time, like all over again. Like I'm all the way caught up. You know what I mean? Like, so like I know, like I'm not gonna say I'm an expert. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm all caught up. So like, but like just revisiting Arlong Park and all, you know, just how it was felt so beautiful. And I'm just like, that's why he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
So like,
I gotta say, I felt the same way, man. Like, you know, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. You still going?
No, man, this is how we do it. You know how we get down.
All right, for sure.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
I felt the same way, man. Like, you know, as an avid anime watcher, I'm sure we, as all of us are, we have not been graced with any great or exceptional anime live action renditions.
I can't wait till my turn.
Oh dear God.
I know.
I
Me and
disagree with everything
Xantar.
that you guys are saying
Yeah,
right now. I'm just chilling in the weeds, right? So I'm just
yeah.
saying
Oh God.
I just
Me and
can't wait till my
Xantar, yeah,
turn.
talk. But yeah, man, like it's kind of hard to trust like any live action anime that's coming out lately. But just like you said, once you hear, Oda at least had some ties in the creation of the whole process, you'd be like, maybe I give it a shot. But no, I know Xantar, he can post on that. When we had talked about it, I told him straight. This is before this even came about. I told him straight up front that the first impression of the first trailer, I wasn't sold. I still was like, this still could be
Yeah.
very much not it. It didn't sell me.
Right.
But I would say that the second trailer is what sold me when you got to see Sanji, because you didn't see Sanji in the first trailer. I actually liked the actor that played Sanji as well. And you got to see more of Luffy's animation of how he does the gum gum attacks as well. So that definitely sold it a lot more. And then when I watched it, I got to give it, it was solid. It was solid.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was
watch the
solid.
second season. The
For
only,
sure.
uh, do you want to go in any discrepancies yet, Reese? Or
Yeah, let's not dive too deep. I just like let's
okay,
stay
all
with that
right,
generalized question. But if you answered,
all
if
right.
since y'all both answered, let Xantar go because
Go
I
ahead,
got my own
Xantar.
opinion too.
So like
Okay.
I'm a nerd top to bottom. So like
No, you
I've
mean bottom
had
to
good
top.
adaptations. Nah, bro. You rise, you it's literally
Oh
a
yeah.
downward spiral. You just go straight to the core, and then that's how you learn everything.
Gotcha.
So anyway, um, so like like you got bad anime adaptations, but then like there's also Rurouni Kenshin. Nobody ever talks about that, but
I talk about Rurouni
that has
Kenshin.
3 movies, 3 solid movies that like
No, it's four. They
arguably are
even did the prequel. They did the prequel.
well, I didn't even know that. Boom. You got 4 movies and it's solid and it's not exactly like the anime, but that's not a bad thing. It's like
Yeah.
it tells its own version of the same story and it has the heartbeat. And that's the key to any transition between any form of medium. You have to have that heartbeat. Perfect example, Lord of the Rings is a book. How the hell are you going to translate that to a movie will have the heartbeat? You have the elves talk elvish. You have little people be, hobbits. You have them in the middle of the trees. You get the music, and that's how you get it. So, like, when I watched the live action One Piece, that's what I was looking for. I was like, does it have the heartbeat? And I was not like Clarence. When I first saw that trailer and they had that music, they had the music, they had the logo, they had the sunset in the perfect exact like pan that you would need for like that opening shot of the Romance Dawn. I was like, all right, not even Oda, the guy who's directing it and show running it actually read One Piece. There's a difference between the guy like Oda helping and then the person in charge not actually listening to him. Because that's happened before in other things. Look at the
Oh
second Mortal
yeah.
Kombat. We could watch the first Mortal Kombat movie back in the 90s. It was amazing. And then Annihilation happened. You
Yo.
know what I mean? It's just you got to listen to the source. You got to. So it's
Yeah, that's always key. Game of
so
Thrones is another one that trailed off. It's not an anime, but
Yeah.
same situation. They was like, oh, we're not gonna wait for the writers. We're gonna make another season. Forget what they want to have for the story, but yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's important too.
yes, and that thing
Hmm.
is like it's not make another season. It's like, are you gonna make another season that has the same like a story is its own character. So it's like, is the person the same person or is it a different person with the same name? And you have like that's the key for transitions. So is this actually One Piece or is this One Piece? So you gotta
Wait,
have.
did you wait? What did he say? Yo,
I said One Piece.
One Piece.
I'm done, bro.
One Piece.
One
One Piece is
pizza.
real.
Yeah. So yeah. Like overall, I feel like the live action One Piece is just a perfect storm. Just top to bottom, it's just the perfect storm, and it's something that media as a whole should like learn to emulate.
Yeah. All right.
And I just wanted to.
Go ahead.
My bad, Reese.
No, go.
I just kind of wanted to touch base on what you were saying, how like it has to have that heartbeat, and I feel like that's the best way to kind of describe how I felt rewatching it. Like, I honestly, like, without a doubt, felt like I was really watching One Piece. You know, when you're like watching anime and you're like, man, this is great. I love anime. I'm such a weeb. But then you watch like real TV, like with actual people, and you're like, I don't get that feel of like the heart, like you were saying, like I do when I watch anime. I felt that watching real live people act like anime characters, you know, like it didn't feel cringy, it didn't feel like too much, like it felt right to me, you know. Like, and kind of what you were saying too, like it has its own, it's saying the same or saying the story but having its own kind of spin. I don't like Buggy as a character, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't like
even in
Buggy.
even in the live action.
In the live action, my boy Buggy was stepping, dog. He was killing it in the live action.
I was gonna say
live action Buggy's like.
Zoro,
I always liked Buggy.
Zoro, he's tough.
I was never a huge fan of Buggy, bro. I was never a huge fan. I'm not here for the fake it till you make it kind of character, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, but him in the live action felt like, again, such a breath of fresh air, because he gave like he actually felt menacing. Like, Buggy doesn't feel menacing when I'm watching this anime, like, to me at least, you know. And he felt
me Ledger vibes.
Yeah, man, he Joker, bro. Like, he was killing it. When they showed the wanted posters like fly in and they did something with it, breaking the fourth wall, like Buggy just sitting there, just like.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, that was the ending. Yeah.
No, Buggy was, but let's be real. Buggy is too cool in the live series for no reason. Like, you don't expect that from him. And he crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's one of the characters that, like, you know, in the anime, at that time period of the anime, it was like, I see what you mean. Like, I see how somebody cannot be in love with Buggy, the clown during the anime as much, at least till further on. You get more information about Buggy and stuff.
Me a little bit further on, yeah.
But the live action, straight off the gate, right after the first episode, right into the second episode. Like, the first episode had got people, at least, I feel, for the most part, I feel hooked, at least, to keep watching. And then the second one just solidified it, actually seeing Buggy be Buggy, and I felt like they made him a little darker, and this adds into the take of where, they switching up a little bit of things that is not, they're not, to the T canon to the manga script, but they're gonna do their own story. Xantar, I tell you, at first I felt weird about them not being. I was one of those super anime, canon heads that, like, it has to be just like One Piece.
Right.
Wait, he didn't have sandals. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah,
I was like that.
I was like, bro, like, I was just like, dude, like, that makes no sense.
I ain't gonna lie. I still look at his shoes and like, what are those? Done. Like, what? I still don't understand.
What are those?
No, seriously, man. I don't get what those things are.
As a Hispanic person who's like lived through slippers, I could tell you, like, it's just like, if I could choose between slippers and shoes, it's just like, it's not no contest. You put the shoes on. Like, unless Luffy is gonna start chucking his slipper and start using it as a boomerang, there's literally no reason for it in the live action.
No, you're right. Them shoes didn't have to look like that, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because like in the anime, you could get away with stuff like, oh, I could run up this mountain in slippers, but then it's just like, yo, like, if you're trying to make that live action, there's gonna be a dude that's just like, that makes no sense, and it's like, that's what doesn't make sense to you, the sandals. So it's just like, just cut that off the table right now. They all wear shoes, and the thing that I wanted to actually wait to talk about was, how do you guys feel about Arlong having the greatest stereo system in the East Blue?
Well, before we get to that, hold up. Hold up.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. Hold up. First of all, let's not talk about Arlong. We gonna get to Arlong because I got some questions about Arlong. Oh,
okay.
Right.
So,
Go ahead, talk to him.
So guys, ponder that because once we get back there, I'm gonna ask you that same exact question.
All right. But like, if I had to say my main reason, like, I was literally teetering on the fence to insanity to the point I was like, nah, I'm gonna fall back. I'm not gonna really put my faith in this live action. I really felt like that. I was like, besides Rurouni Kenshin, I've been disappointed way too often. And I was like,
fair enough. Fair.
So
you should watch Alita.
Don't do that to me. I'm scared.
Alita Battle Angel is amazing.
I know, but I was scared. Like, that's why I didn't watch it. But I'll probably. I was scared.
If anything, that's an example of a live action being way better than an anime. If anything, never watch the Alita anime.
All right, well then I'll watch the live action of Battle Angel Alita. But because I felt that way, I was just like, I'm neither here nor there, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I was like, I was like Robin in Young Justice. I'm whelmed. I'm whelmed. I'm not underwhelmed or overwhelmed. I'm whelmed. Like, I'm good. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens.
I'm whelmed.
I was like, all right, it's out here. I didn't hop on the train like on day one, like a lot of people did. But I was like, I'm half asleep. I ain't doing nothing. It's the weekend. Started watching it on Saturday. And I was like, I never put the phone down. I to the point that I pulled one of them things where you wake up to birds chirping. You're already up and the birds are chirping. I was like, shit.
Right.
I was like, oh, I did one of those. It's been a minute since I did one of those.
You pulled the blinds and it's like daylight. You're like, what the hell?
So I binged it in one night, and it was entertaining, and it hooked me separately and differently, like you guys have been saying, from the anime version, because it had its own different characteristics, its own different things, and like just how some of the characters had these slight or major differences about them. I was like, I'm enjoying this as a fresh breath of fresh air, but like with that taste of nostalgia. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. I was like, I'm enjoying this. Like, I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna keep watching, see what happens. Don't get me wrong. I may have had some gripes, but at the same time, But yeah, so that's how I feel. But moving on, let's talk about the series itself. Like, what do we like about it? What do we think? It's like, we kind of said what we like about it, but like, what was like the thing that set it apart for you? To you, like, oh, it's gonna thrive. It's gonna stand on its own. What's that thing that set apart and that you think that it's gonna get people interested? Because we've already seen a multitude of people who've never watched One Piece watch this.
Whoopi Goldberg, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi talked about it on her show. Whoopi Goldberg. I was like,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she watched it. She said she loves it.
Whoopi Goldberg, bro. That's insane to me. That's
crazy.
Insane.
So just with that alone, there's a lot of people who've never watched One Piece who have been watching the live action and have been loving it and falling in love to the point that some of them, maybe a lot of them, started actually watching the actual anime. So my question again to you is, what was that thing that makes it stand apart to get people? Because every time you mention One Piece, how many episodes? Over 1,000. You're crazy. Like, so what sets it apart and gets people interested?
I'll take that. You mind if I take this one?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. You got it.
All right, so
I see you like dancing in the chair.
I think I'm like swerving around. I think the main two components that made it work was not weird CGI, not weird crazy CGI. That's number one, because as you mentioned, the Avatar the Avatar movie, you know, they had air farts as the like, you know,
Yeah.
the air bending, and you know, I think that plays a part. And most importantly, I know the story is different from the main like manga, but I think the story and the characters were stronger, and you know, that has a lot to do with Oda being a part of it. You know, I think Oda being there is what set it apart from a lot of different other projects that or renditions of live anime, because he can at least, you know, oversee and tell you what's, you know, what can go and not. So I think Oda being there is
Hey,
the main
Christian, what's
reason.
up, buddy? What's up, homie?
Yeah.
Christian's in the chat.
Christian.
Was good, gang.
Gengi.
For me, I
don't know
feel
what y'all
like
think.
for me, I think the biggest thing, like I said, Sanji, my boy Taz, he was not my favorite when I first saw him. And then seeing how dedicated he was to the character made me be like, okay, this, like, he picked up what was it, like
He learned
jujitsu. I
cooking.
can't remember what.
He
Yeah, he
also
picked
learned
up.
cooking
He
too.
ended up being a cook, and he made like his like mixed martial arts his actual hobby. Like he actually became Sanji. You know, like
Yeah.
he really took his character to the next level, and I think he can speak for pretty much every character. I can't think of a single character off the top of my head, at least. Like from like the Straw Hats to, you know, the Fishmen to Kobe to Garp, like all the like the casting was just so on point. And back to the Straw
Not all the
Hats,
casting.
Yeah. That is
I
true.
feel
The
like
casting.
for the most part, they were all pretty accurate, bro. Like for the most part. Like I know there's a lot
Yeah.
of controversy for I can't remember her name. Nami's sister. Nojabo? No, whatever her
No
name is.
Chico.
Yeah, there was
No,
controversy
Chico.
about her, wasn't there?
There's a lot of controversy with her and Lucky being black. And I'm like, look,
who cares?
Oda is
for
in
for
this,
Lucky
okay?
Roo,
So
for Lucky Roo, he literally looks like Lucky Roo but black. Like it
Yeah.
right.
it's pretty hard to like go into a casting call and be like, I'm sorry, I can't give you the role because you're black and not Japanese. It's like, no, if anything, Lucky Roo is now canonically black.
Yeah.
But people gave him gripe too. A lot of people, they weren't talking to him as much as you know, Shorty, but they were talking about him too. And I'm like, just say you're racist.
I'm just gonna address the Nojiko thing right now. It's a storytelling device that you're gonna use in Hollywood. It's very simple. I have about 5 minutes with her on screen, and I need to display that she is adopted sister of Nami. She's not from the same birth mother, and she's from like, but she's still like, they're still a family. You have to tell that story. That's like 4 or 5 episodes and like 10 chapters in like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So having her literally be black and Nami be white, but them call each other sister, boom, instantly starts making your mind race to be like, okay, they're not actually biological sisters, they're adopted
Fair
sisters,
point.
you know, blah,
That's
blah,
a
blah.
fair point right there.
And here's
So,
the thing.
like,
He said 12 minutes. That's generous.
Yeah, but like literally, when you're directing, you have to think about that. But then, like nowadays, everybody just doesn't want to think. So that's literally the problem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Another thing, I guess, with the Straw Hats, I feel as though it was like they didn't introduce Chopper, you know, Robin, and like, you know, the other Straw Hats yet.
Right.
I feel like the first 5 was like, it was like enough. Like I felt satisfied.
Oh yeah,
with,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's like, oh, we wanted to see, you know, Chopper, and I want to see my boy Chopper too. I want to see Tony, but at the same time,
People
it's
would have
like,
been mad.
Yeah,
that wouldn't work. They would have rushed it. You know,
it would have felt rushed.
too much in
That's
there.
what I'm saying. Like they cut out a lot of fluff from episode 1 to the end of Arlong Park, and it didn't feel rushed. You know, like that's one of the biggest things I felt like. What was it? 8 episodes again? It was 8.
Yeah,
it was only 8.
It was only 8.
I felt like they should have made it at least 10.
Like 10.
12.
Yeah, like I
I
felt like it had good pacing, and then they got to the Barate, and they're like, oh no, We only got 4 more episodes left.
Yeah, that is true. They had to.
They was
finish
like,
up the
you know what? We
Orton
gotta make
situation.
sure we shimmy the rest of this in there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
yeah.
So it's like we're gonna take Don Krieg out,
So-
like
so
in the
I
most
gotta-
badass way.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they just do shit because they have to.
Right.
I got a follow up question if you don't mind. Is it okay, Reese?
Yeah,
Like
what's
for
your question,
the
bro?
positive, any positive things. So did y'all like Garp's placement throughout the show? How
Why you gonna do
Yes.
that? Why you asking that right now? Why you asking that right now? Dear
Oh,
God,
my
why you asking that right now?
All right, so
Here's
yeah, like,
no.
we can't talk.
Let me
We're not
cook.
allowed to
wait,
Let
I
me
talk about
cook.
that.
digress. I
Let me
digress.
cook.
We're not
Let me
allowed to
cook.
talk about
All
that
right,
right now,
all right,
Clarence.
let him cook. Let him cook.
Every time
Jimmy
Garp
cooks.
appeared on screen, I erased him from my memory. He's not there. Okay, why is he there so early on in the fucking series?
Ooh. I will Reese. This is why I'm here.
No,
When
bro,
we'll get there,
it
we'll
messed
talk-
with my
we'll do it.
mind.
No, shh.
How are you gonna explain
okay.
this, Xantar?
It's okay.
Explain.
Well, is it time to talk about Garp, or
Oh, yeah,
are we
wait,
gonna
wait.
We
wait?
can
Let's
talk
go
about
Reese,
Garp.
let's go
Let's talk
Reese.
about how Garp is not in the series. He's not. So wait, first of all, I was confused
All
because
right,
I was
so-
like, how is Garp talking like this when Luffy don't speak like this worth a lick? What the fuck? Like that confused the hell out of me.
Okay, when translating into live action, there are certain things that you have to understand. People have parents in real lives. There's not a kid that's just growing up in the jungle. So
You're
Luffy's
right.
backstory just would not make sense. All right, then you have Shanks, and everyone's gonna be like, "Is that his daddy?" And if you don't address anything for like at least 4 or 5 seasons, people are gonna be stupid online. So you got to shut that down immediately. So, and the main thing, the reason Garp is there is not for Luffy, it's for Kobe,
You're right.
because it's
Yeah.
the live action is not. It's not the manga. It's a parallel duology about Luffy and Kobe rising to the top together. And like one of my biggest complaints about the manga is that Kobe, you never see the boy.
He
And
does
then all of a
disappear,
sudden
and then all of a sudden he's
he could
back.
just
Yeah.
he could just destroy mountains casually. You know, like
That is true.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like that's something like I love anime and manga, but like Kobe is like the wimpiest dude in one of the wimpiest dudes in fiction. So like the fact that you made him like be able to punch a mountain, you have to explain that to me. So the fact that you have live action, Kobe is Luffy's foil. So you have to have his mentor the way you have Luffy's mentor, Shanks. And since Garp wasn't in Kobe's past, he's in Kobe's present, you have to bring him into the story. And I actually think that having Garp there chase Luffy makes more sense because the East Blue is literally a cakewalk. Luffy just woke up one day and it's like, I'm taking over the fucking country. And he did it. Like, he did it in a week.
That's true.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, crazy.
He woke up one day, he jumped in a barrel, he beat up a lady, he took his shipmate, he
sounds
got to
crazy,
an island.
but-
He got to an island. He stole a swordsman. He escaped the navy. He beat up a clown. He beat up a cat dude. He got a sniper. He got a ship. He got a cook like 3 days later after defeating a golden guy who shoots poison spikes. And then at the end of the fucking 2 weeks, he beat the fishman and saved the freaking country like a village. And then got a navigator. It was like less than a month. He took over the entire East Blue. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to hop in a boat and I'm just going to take over the entire Caribbean. And then do it.
You make valid points, and I cannot
so it's just
deny
like
them.
the fact that like, and then it's just like Garp in the story, he's kind of a bad character because it's just like, are you really like honestly allowing, like, you don't want your son to be a revolutionary, you don't want your grandson to be a pirate, yet all you do is complain. You actually don't do anything about it. So it's like actually having him in the live action try to put his foot down and have that epiphany moment at the end. It makes
I feel
his
that.
character better, makes Luffy's character better, makes Kobe's character better. And it because like every time I see Garp on screen, I'm like, oh, what is this? Fraud City.
What?
I feel that.
Fraud
Yo.
City. And then he's part of the reason why I don't like Marineford and I don't like Ace as a character, because it's just like you just sat there and drank coffee the entire time.
True.
Oh dang!
You could have
Shots fired
just
at
left. You could have just left. You didn't even have to be there. You could have watched it on TV like everybody else if you wasn't going to participate.
Wow.
Can I say something really quick? When you were saying how like Luffy was in the barrel and he jumped out and like, you know, did his thing, blah, blah, blah. I just instantly thought of the moment in the live action where it started with him like on a little raft and he asked the seagull, can you like join my crew? And it flew away and he was just like, mutiny.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Oh yeah, because his boat was sinking.
That was so funny.
It was so subtle, real quick, and that gave you a slice of the comedy, like real quick, how they were going to go about that mutiny.
Yo, first of all, I don't know when he thought he could build a boat because that raft was not lasting, bro. I don't know what that little boat he made.
It's Luffy.
Yeah, well, in the series, and both, I don't know how he does it in the live action, but in the manga, he gets that boat from like the villagers.
Yeah, and he let it go
like
to shit.
They see him off.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I think he did.
Everything.
He still let it go to crap though.
He definitely did. He definitely did.
In Luffy fashion.
That's why he got out of that barrel and was like, all right, I can't do this by myself. I need help.
Hi, Shiny Zora. How you doing? Sorry, I'm talking to some people in the chat. But
oh no, you're good. What's good, everybody?
But yeah,
hello,
man.
hello.
Like, dear goodness. All right. So don't get me wrong, Xantar, your explanation was beautiful. I appreciate it. And I agree. But still, why was he there? Why was Garp there? But no, it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, I had to separate it, and I was like, no, this is the live action. They're going to do things differently. It is what it is. So
yeah.
I do still understand you, Reese, because when I watched Super Mario, every time Donkey Kong was on screen, I was just like, yeah, like whatever. Like you're not actually friends with Mario, like whatever.
Yo.
So like I understand, you know what I mean? Like they're like, oh yeah, we're cool. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
As soon as he leaves the Mushroom Kingdom, you're gonna be like, I want to beat him up in Mario Kart.
Yeah, basically. No, he's not wrong. Okay, Shiny Zora, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, but hopefully you feel better. Get some rest. Well, if you're up right now, you know, obviously get some rest when you feel the need to get some sleep again. But take care of your health out there.
Eat fruit if you can.
Yeah, something with citrus.
Yeah.
Yo, so moving on. Oh wait, no, I answered. No, he asked that question. So I'm just saying. Like I said, I think y'all understand my point about Garp. It just felt off for me, but you know, I learned to accept it.
It's blatantly off. I understand that. I think that could be felt either way. Like it's either really gonna like it or you're really not gonna like it.
Yeah, Garp is actually one of the reasons why I like the live action, because like he's actually there, like at the execution for Roger. He's there. He's not actually like, oh, I'm just gonna like, you know.
What does he get from Hunter x Hunter and just never there in the beginning of the?
Yeah, exactly. He's not like Kite, where it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, I love you, Kite. You're my best friend. It's just like, what? Like no, like Garp is there. Like he's like, I captured Roger, and then he's actually there at the execution, and then like you actually, one of the greatest parts that transitions to like how the pirate era was like descripted on the live action is when you see Garp's face after Roger said his speech. He's just like, oh no. Like you can just see like the despair on his face. Like, what have we done? Like we messed up bad.
Y'all publicly executed him in a live area where a bunch of people could view it. You don't think he would have made a show of it? It's just
No, they really didn't think it through, and like
Roger,
it really like brings that like, because in the anime it just seems like fun. Like everybody was just like, yeah, everybody, let's go be pirates, woo! Mm-hmm. And then like everyone got on his ship, and then like the theme song plays, "Come along with all the hopes and dreams."
Zora.
You know, like
we'll see you.
So like in the live action, like you see like Mihawk, and like he's just like he blinks, which Mihawk never does, and then like you see like, you know, like everybody else, and they're just shocked, like just running around frantically, just trying to get like out to sea immediately, and the other thing that like really sells it as a live action is they use the Pirates of the Caribbean subpoena filter, like almost on everything. So it has like that dusty old Western feel on the certain scenes.
Yeah.
You know, so like even when it was like in the dark, when they were like looking at Nami's village, and like you're just in the dark in Nami's village, it feels like there's just like a layer of dust on the screen. Like it's just like this is an old ancient tale. Like I gotta blow off, you know, like I gotta rewind the CD, the VHS every once in a while to make sure the tape doesn't skip. Like that's how old this stuff feels. Like you walked into the attic, you found a book, and now your grandpa's reading it, and he has to like wipe his glasses every once in a while. Like,
Yo, not the glasses
I feel
wiper.
that.
But yeah, so my next question though, out of the villains what happened? Someone say something?
I'm sorry, I said hit us.
Oh.
Hit us with the next question.
Okay, the villains, man. We are like they're not really villains. The opposite to the opposition. Let's just say that they're the competition for King of the Pirates. So they're the ops. Luffy had major ops.
But, so that's what that word means.
Yeah, yes, the opposition. So, Luffy had major opposition, right? Out of his competition, who do you think was the best portrayed of them? I'll be honest with you. I think
say it again,
like who portrayed which villain was portrayed the best?
I'ma go first, and I'ma just be like,
start.
Yeah, Kuro, bro. I was blown away by how they did the freaking Kuro and Kaya. I was like, these characters are really like nothing characters, and it's just like, why are they so deep and complex? It made me feel cheated that we're never coming back to this island. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wow, like they developed the shit out of these guys, and it's just like we'll never see them ever again. It's like, damn.
She's probably the best side character in the show, one of them for sure.
Yeah, and then like the way they did his
she's portrayed very well.
His pussyfoot maneuver.
Oh yeah, my man was
not the glasses thing. But
he did that so well though. Like I love that.
He did it like it made him feel like the Flash. Like, oh, you're not fighting like a weird cat dude that jiggles side to side. Like you're fighting a dude who's actually the Flash.
It was like Hiro Nakamura from Heroes. Like he was so fast, he like teleported like him. It was like, I thought that was cool. Okay, Kuro's a good one.
Yeah,
and it was just one of those things, right? That actually like made me like, I'm just like, wow, like this is cool because like when you're watching One Piece, I'm not gonna like their village is like good, but Kuro's like not really memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like if you're watching the anime, he's really not that like.
I mean, like you said, there's 1,000 episodes. So let's say I did nothing but watch 1,000 episodes of One Piece. I'm not remembering Kuro.
Facts.
That's
facts. I'll be honest with you. Like it takes me a second to remember. Like, oh yeah, that was that guy. There was a guy like that. The cat guy. I forgot about him.
Yeah, the cat guy.
All right, who's next?
I gotta say Buggy. I gotta say Buggy's gotta be up there. He's my favorite.
That was gonna be fine.
I'll let you take this one. I'll let you speak on this one.
Nah, you got it, bro. You got it. You got it, gang. You got it. Well, I got a second one.
Buggy's all right for sure. Buggy's enough. Like I said, the second episode, he steals the show, and he had me fully invested. At that point, like I said before, I was kind of very skeptical jumping into the show. Seeing the first second trailer, I'm like, cool. Okay, let's see it. See the first episode. All right. Hey, that's a plus. And then the second episode, when Buggy, he's comical, he's charismatic. I just love his interaction with his crew. How they were messing up the show and everything. And then he was like, no, you did that wrong. And just his whole character was because everyone that knows me, they know one of my favorite villains of all time is like Negan from Walking Dead because his charisma and he's a villain, but he's like a likable villain, which is weird but crazy. Buggy gives me that crazy, edgy, likable villain as well. But and I see Heath Ledger see that he harnessed Heath Ledger as the buggy character, because even his laugh is kind of similar to Heath Ledger's Joker in Dark Knight. But yeah, Buggy hands down for me. And then I would say Koro. Koro's a good number 2 for me, for sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
For
go ahead,
me,
take-
oh my bad.
No, go. You good. You good.
No,
go ahead.
For me, it's probably Arlong. That's probably my second best, second favorite. You know, I really like how, like, I don't want to say realistic. I feel like that's not the right word for it, but like, it's kind of along those lines. Like, I like how, like,
The makeup team was on point that day.
Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, like that's a good point. It's just like they really did a good work on the makeup, bro. Like it really felt like he was a fish man, you know, and just seeing his teeth and seeing how like them like grow back when he like breaks them and stuff, like that was really cool. And just
I
seeing how
really
like
liked them jumping out of the water, like when they would jump, just being all
they
fishy
came
and
out
just
like the
jumping out of the
Oh
Avengers.
water.
yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They came out like the Avengers. Yeah, man. They the fishmen.
Serious.
Yeah, the fishmen have always been like a soft spot, and you know, I feel like a lot of our hearts, bro. Like they're black, and they have that stereotypical, you know, like suppressed
They made
and oppressed.
Orlon super black. Why they make him
Yeah, man. Like,
nah,
hey,
Orlon was on his
stereo system. Can we finally talk about that stereo system?
Yes.
Because the chains, I'm dead. He had chains.
It's the stereo system playing like Jamaican rap in the background for me.
Right.
And it was just one of those things where I was just like, yo, why does he have the greatest stereo system in the entire East Blue?
He do. He really do.
Like, it's just like, it was just like ridiculous. Like, forget the race, anything. Let's just talk about the fact that it's just like, how did he get all those pieces?
Yeah, no,
they shoot flintlock guns, but he has a stereo system and Jamaican rap. Like,
no,
I
respect that.
I wanted to follow up with the Fishman as a whole. The Fishman as a whole was well done. I agree. Like the look and the vibe of the live action take of how Fishmen should be and how they interact is, I think they executed that very well. This one only had one discrepancy with honestly, I had two with the entire series. I definitely appreciate Orlon being a number 3. He was my only thing that I felt was not to what I expected in the show. You know, I expected Orlon to be giant, big 7-foot fish man.
He was kind of tiny.
He was tiny, and I felt like he seemed small. But other than that, everything, you know, and I had little things with Usopp. Not too crazy with Usopp. Those are the only two. But anyway, I digress. But those are like the two characters that I was like, they okay, they cool.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I feel it. That's valid. That's valid.
For me,
like the nose too, like the Orlon nose was kind of funny too. That was the only thing. But other than that, it was like cool.
All right. If I have to choose though, for me, my opposition, and you know, their role was kind of short lived, but it is what it is. Alvida.
Oh,
really?
Alvida was. Let's be real. She wasn't on the screen long. She wasn't on the screen long. But the person they got to play the original Alvida before she had her slick fruit. Yo, I was like,
dude, I honestly, no, I'm dead ass. I don't think she's getting the fruit. it looks like they're just gonna use the actress moving forward, and she's just gonna be Alvida, and like I have no problems with that.
Yeah, me neither.
Because like the fact that
I can see that
she was like, she actually felt like a kind of a threat instead of a joke when she was killing those men at the beginning of the show. It's just like, all right, she's not like think of it like Dragon Ball Z. It's like she's not a Super Saiyan, but like she's taking out everybody who can't get golden hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless you got a superpower or you do like whatever Zoro does, you know, you're not really going to take her out like that.
That's fair. I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
But if I had, like I
Yeah.
said, Alvita, I was like, okay, this Alvita feels like a threat. Don't get me wrong. And then she comes back into the story like we know she will. I feel like she's going to be even more of a threat because she's going to have one vengeance.
Right.
I feel like I like how round, like you know how she's like round in the face in the anime, but like in the live action, they picked like a girl who was kind of, you know, she wasn't like thick, but she wasn't skinny. You know, she was definitely a little bit, you know, a little bit pudgier, I guess.
And
Pudgy
a little
might not be.
hefty.
Yeah, you know, I like the casting. It just goes back to the casting. The casting was good. For the most part.
The rumor has it that she's not actually casted out as Alvita. She came through the comic, and she's just walking around now.
Yo,
I'm dead.
yo, she came out the pages. Yo, he said that too nonchalantly. Like she coming out the pages. Like yo.
No, but I'm surprised. I said my safe pick, but I'm surprised nobody said Mihawk. That's why I didn't say it. Nobody said Mihawk,
but
nobody said Mihawk, and I'm glad nobody said Mihawk. Mihawk, no.
See, put him as a villain.
No. You said no. Hold up.
No, he's right though. I didn't say villain.
Reese,
I said opposition.
He said ops. He said ops, and then he taught me what the word meant. And according to this definition, Mihawk is an op.
Okay, fair.
He's right. Mihawk is an opposition. He's an op.
His introduction was amazing. Well, Scorpion is definitely opposition because he's not a friend and he's not a foe, and he's always going to challenge you to Mortal Kombat.
Isn't that Mihawk?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's Mihawk. They're basically the same person.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're from
just be pulling up because he's bored.
He do.
If you're from Earthrealm, aka anybody, you don't want to be challenged to Mortal Kombat on the regular. Like regular people don't do Mortal Kombat.
And let's be real.
Mihawk and Scorpion, they live in Mortal Kombat. That's why they're problems.
Like Mihawk was taking a nap.
Nah, that's fair.
And what's the name of the dude with the gold plating and the armor? Well, I forgot his name.
Don Krieg.
Don Krieg, thank you.
Yeah.
Don Krieg. So, he was like, why are you doing this? He was like, you woke me from my nap. I was like, yo, what?
Yeah.
What?
Live action Mihawk was so good that he cut the entire part of Don Krieg out of the story. With
yes,
he slash
did.
At the beginning.
Right.
That first slash that he did when he was on the
when he cut the ship in half? Yo.
No, like when Garp called him on that Bluetooth Denden Mushi, which is something I never knew I needed. But yeah, he calls him on the Denden Mushi, and then he's looking at the camera, and then he slashes. That's him slashing the entire Don Krieg storyline out of the plot.
Yeah. It's just
pretty much.
It was just the swag he had with it though. He was like, "You woke me from my nap." I was like, "Yo, someone get this man off the screen! Someone get this man off the screen!" Why they basically like copied, printed, and 3D printed Mihawk. Like,
yeah, that sword was crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way he talks.
I felt like I've been hearing a lot of people talk about Zoro's and Mihawk's fight and not in a good light, talking about how Zoro wasn't crying. I've been seeing that a lot. And I get that because Zoro was like really like defeated when in the anime and the manga. He was crying. He was like, I will never lose and stuff like that. There was a lot of people saying that he wasn't passionate with that enough.
No,
what are y'all's thoughts?
He was dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. If I'm dying and I can't produce more than just a Denzel Washington tear, that's all I can because I'm literally dying. I'm bleeding out. My organs are failing. I'm close to, the light.
I feel like people were like, "Oh, he wasn't crying," and I'm like, "Did you see the detail in the slash?
That slash
was split open."
They took that slash way more seriously than in the manga, because like even when you get to Arlong Park, like he couldn't actually fight anybody. So like the fact that Sanji had to like take the fight for him, it like shows like, hey, remember the guy from the first 5 episodes? Yeah.
I think he'll be back.
Right.
Where am I? Am I still here?
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, I don't see my little thing, but yeah, it's just like Mihawk is that work, and like the way he just talks, like he talks that in a way that like him speaking is annoying. Like he doesn't want to speak.
I can
Like
feel
when
that.
when
I see
Garp was
that.
talking when Garp was talking to him, he's like, I gotta open my mouth and use words. Okay.
Exactly how he felt too. He was like, "Why am I doing this?"
Yeah. I thought it was actually really dope when him and Shanks had that drink at the end.
Hello, hello.
Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
hear
like
you,
an
bro.
anime only
All
scene.
right, for sure.
And they put that in the live action. And I was like, oh, it's more canon than a cannonball.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
yo,
My bad about that, everybody.
No, you good, bro.
Now you good, bro.
Somebody was giving me a call and it messed up all the sound, and still unable to see y'all. But can y'all at least hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, for sure. All right, cool.
Yeah, man. But I feel like we've touched on a lot when it comes to this. Obviously, we think I'm just going across the board. It is worth the watch. You know what I mean? Especially
Yeah.
like I feel like it's a good way to promote, and it's a good narrative for people who've never seen One Piece at all. You want to get them into it and slowly ease them eventually into the anime. This is probably the best way to do it.
Mhm.
I don't really see like anybody
Wow.
trying to. No one's really, as far as I've known, like unless you're like a fan who has no gripes and just want to battle the world because it's completely different from the manga or the anime itself, which I've seen some people like that. It's relax. It's okay. Enjoy it for what it is. Like, but those people, like, if you're not one of them, like, you're gonna enjoy it regardless, and it's something you can recommend. But like, hey, I know how you feel about the 1,000 episodes. Why don't you watch the live action, and maybe you'll see why when you watch the anime as you slow into it, it's not that bad, and you'll be at 1,000 episodes and caught up before you know it.
Exactly. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I don't think they slick at all, bro. Because when you finish the live action, they go right to the like, hey, watch One Piece.
They do. They do. They do.
Like,
They do.
It shows the anime right there. They ain't slick.
Maurice, I want to touch back to what you just said. I never really thought about that. Wow, it's so crazy because you know we've had a lot of discussions about anime, and I've always have like the top 5 anime that would introduce to someone that either don't like anime or either not into cartoons or something like that. What anime would you suggest to them to watch, get introduced to anime? I would never say One Piece due to the length and everything, even though that's my favorite. But now that I think about it, what you just said, this is a great segue for people to watch One Piece. I think that is a great point. That is a great way to segue people to watch One Piece. Watch the live action. And if you like the live action, you can probably get into the One Piece show.
Right.
So.
Especially if they get hooked and they got, all right, I got to know what happened next.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
And here's the thing that covers a lot in, maybe because here's the thing. For the general avid, for us like anime fans or anime watchers or people heavily in anime, we can get over the hump of the beginning of One Piece anime.
Yeah,
because it's old. It was made before we were born. It's an old anime, so
It's not
the
that
style.
old.
it's not that old, Clarence.
No,
Not that old,
shit,
Speeds.
man. Like, nah.
Think
it's
about
not
the
that
general viewer, though. A lot of viewers that like say
Bro said
somebody's
we're
not
old.
No, but like,
I ain't no spring chicken.
I'm not that old, okay? Like, sheesh.
Oh my god, everybody's like.
Yeah. You just called me Garp.
I'm saying for the regular viewer, a lot of people can be thrown off by the anime quality of back in the day, and it's a slow pace in the beginning. It's
Why
not
didn't you
until,
just
like
say that instead of calling me old, man? Damn.
I think
it's modern. It's modern.
Yo,
Thank you.
Yo,
But
Peaks.
those people are quiet now. They're quiet about the animation now. They zip their mouths because they saw the Zoro and King fight. Let's talk about it. Like that was insane animation. They quiet about the animation now. They ain't saying nothing. They're like, oh, animation for One Piece is bad. What about now?
Nah,
what about now?
They couldn't say anything since Archipelago.
What about now, bro?
Yeah, like I think the whole prison, Marine Ford, since then, they couldn't say nothing since then.
I still rewatch the King and Zoro fight. I still watch that episode, rewatch that episode. That fight was that like climax of the fight. Just the dragons. I don't want to talk too much because I know not everybody's caught up, but that was peak, man. That was a good fight.
That was a good fight.
No, for sure.
But yeah, man, like it's one of them shows. I feel like I have no problem recommend to ease, like I said, to ease somebody into the series itself. Because I'm gonna be real with you, if you just watch that, you're gonna, and then you hear that it's still continued on besides that in a different version. Eventually you're gonna cave and you're gonna be like, I want to watch it. I want to see how this keeps going, because you never know when the next half of the live action is going to come out, or any series for that matter, when the next part is going to come out, and that's if it gets a season 2 or a continuation, whatever the case may be. You don't know. I'll be honest with you. How many anime have 12 episodes and that's it, and that deserves more? Like, sad.
Speaking of that, though, side note, what anime would you want to give a live action to next? I'll go first. Demon Slayer. I feel like they could really do a good job with Demon Slayer. I'm not gonna hold you. I know people call it Basic Slayer. They call it Mid Slayer.
I agree with you. I just want them to finish the anime first, and then we could go live action. I don't disagree. But yeah, I know. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, let them have like that. You get them to Mugen Train, and then you just let them anime away.
Yeah.
He has a good point. They could do a Game of Thrones situation too. You don't even want to risk that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
No, but I agree too. I think Demon Souls would be the next best option for sure, and it's not as long as like the usual big threes, you know.
Like Demon Slayer is the anime. People want to like crap on it so much and say it's Mid Slayer and all this stuff. It is not.
Why are these people jealous so bad?
I haven't heard anything negative.
I've heard people talk. My friend Mike Reed, I'll call him up right now. That's 20. He will say he's an avid Demon Slayer slander. I'm like, bro, it's not that bad, bro.
It's really not.
Like, no, it's actually really good.
Exactly. What I think Demon Slayer does a good job that a lot of animes, maybe not a lot, but some struggle to do, is they clock in, they do their job, and then they clock out. They don't oversaturate too much of the story, or it's basic. It's simple but effective. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
it does what it needs to do.
It clocks in and clocks out. That's it.
Yeah, like this. It's the story. The story is about Tanjiro curing his sister, not about killing demons and saving the world and shit.
Right. I think it's a solid, and I definitely recommend Demons. It's one of my top 3 first recommendations for people who don't watch anime and they want to get into it. I'm like, check out Demon Slayer. It's simple but effective. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna fall in love with the animation. You're gonna fall in love. There's lovable characters. There's death and stuff. Like, I feel like it's a good premise. There's funny moments. There's badass moments. Like, Demon Slayer's solid. It's a solid starter anime, bro.
Yeah, I was. You know what? I give you that. I give you that. Me. So here's the thing. Here's my answer, but I'm gonna give my other answer too, because one of them is already in the works. Once they said Yu Yu Hakusho, I was like, fuck it, it's a wrap. Once they said Yu Yu Hakusho, I was like, what are y'all doing? My favorite anime going to live action? I was like, I'm gonna watch regardless. And if I don't hear that theme, it's a problem. I need to hear that theme at least once. I need to be off the couch.
Yeah, I'm
Soon as the
sorry.
be-
coming out?
I can't. It's like they haven't released a date. They just said they're working on it.
Yes, they
From
said
my
they're working
knowledge.
on it.
That's fire. I can't wait either.
Yeah.
All
Damn.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, man,
I heard
if
whispers too.
if I don't see my man Hiei slicing and dicing the blue dragon, it's a problem. Like, I want to see my boy Hiei.
Right.
I need to see
I
the
need
darkness
the-
flame.
I need to see if they have the heart
If they,
of Yu Yu Hakusho
that,
because
if they don't
Yeah.
have the heart of Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm turning it off after episode 1. I'm sorry. Okay, look. All I know is this: Yusuke better be the punkiest street smack talking punk like he always has been. If they don't get the
They gonna make him black. They're gonna make him tan. They're gonna make him tan, bro.
They're
gonna make him tan.
When you go back and watch Yu Yu Hakusho, which I have done, Yusuke had the greatest shit talking mouth ever, bro. And he had the hands to back it up. That's the crazy part.
Did not play, bro.
He was like, I bet I can. Like that one time he said to Kuwabara, Kuwabara said to him, hey, I bet my spirit sword can knock away your spirit gun. And that's when he flipped him off. He was like, that depends on which finger I use. I was like,
Yusuke don't play.
Yusuke. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Yusuke
We got a little
play, bro.
But that's my answer. So I'm like, well, yes, that's part of my answer. But if I had to choose one that hasn't been announced yet and is not in the works, it would definitely be Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho.
I think Mob Psycho 100
goodness.
could be done right. I really think it could. I
That
really
anime
do.
is crazy.
I mean, the
Yeah,
cameraman
that
about
would be
to.
I
kinda sick.
just saw Mob Psycho.
I mean, the cameraman about to get like some work, but like he about to be sweating. But I feel like that joint will be fire. I really do.
No, that would be fine. I ain't gonna lie. I agree.
I definitely agree with that.
But yeah, that's my legit answer is Mob Psycho. I feel like Mob Psycho would be good.
Yeah,
if you
no, I
can't-
agree with that. Mob Psycho for sure.
I'm just saying, you can pull off all this other stuff. If you can't just pull off psychic powers, I don't know what your problem is.
Nah, for sure.
All right, who didn't go?
Y'all got any other ones? I got an honorable mention.
I got
got a few.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Y'all
Yeah,
go ahead.
Y'all say y'all's first. Go ahead.
Now, Clarence.
You go. You got it.
All right, fine. Well, I think My Hero Academia is probably going to be the next big one.
You
'Cause
think
it's
so?
very easy. It's superheroes.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we live in the Marvel era.
You know what? He's right.
It's-
That could be pulled off. It definitely could be pulled off. He's right.
Yeah, and hopefully Deku in live action remembers he has legs.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. The problem with that was like Deku idolized All Might too much. So he wanted to be just like him, punching and everything. That's why
My thing is like when your arms are literally like flailing and you can't use them and you still need to combat, you could have thought of something. AKA, you could have thrown a kick when your arms are
and let's be
literally
real,
like
he's
noodles.
No, Xantar's 100% right.
for him
He's
to
smart.
develop.
He's not a dumb kid. So the fact that he overlooked that is like crazy to me.
No, see, here's the thing, Reese. The fact that you don't think that he's dumb, and we call people like Luffy and Goku dumb, but they never forget what the hell they could do.
That's true.
They know their limitations.
He's right. And I don't really
You know what
consider
I mean?
Luffy and Goku dumb. I just consider them goofy and maybe not educated as they would like to be educated. Like they never really cared about studies. So they cared about martial arts and all that. Like, it is what it is.
Bro. But as soon as Luffy tilts that hat, it's go time. Bro.
Exactly.
When you can't see his eyes, you know it's serious.
You done pissed him off.
When he got that expression on, it means war. You mess with the king of the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. Yeah. An honorable mention for me, though, another one I was thinking of is Tokyo Revengers. That'd be kind of raw.
Didn't they do that?
That'd be kind of... They
Not
did?
yet.
I think they did. Tokyo live action Tokyo Revenger.
Oh.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold up.
I don't know. I didn't even hear about it.
I'm actually the opposite of Reese. I don't think they should touch Yu Yu Hakusho, just because of how like it really was perfect. And
It was.
It was pretty.
You can't really like do like I can't see them doing it without messing it up.
But we said
Like,
the same thing about One Piece.
No, it's
I was
different.
just about to say that.
It's different
Yeah.
because it's not as fantastical. It's street level shit for the most part.
So
it's also not finished.
So it's just like this. It's like this when
true.
you go to Hollywood. When you go to Hollywood, this is an anime, so you're not going to hire anime writers. You know what I mean? Like what they need is like they need a writer from like NCIS, an anime writer, and then like a dude who writes like Japanese like street thug like movies and shows and stuff like that. Because you got to get the street thug element, you got to get the supernatural element, and then you also got to get like the heart. Like, for instance, that Yu Yu Hakusho theme that he was just talking about, literally, you play that fast, it causes certain emotions. You play that slow, it makes any man cry. You play that medium speed, it pumps you up, makes you determined. And that's one song at 3 different tempos.
It was the perfect song, man. Like,
you know what I mean?
song.
So it's really hard. So I'm going to pick Tagashi's other work, Hunter x Hunter. I feel like that's way easier to animate because literally it's a lot of talking and it's a lot of deep psychological themes. When you watch Hunter x Hunter, you may think that it's a lot of like flashy powers. It's literally a lot of people talking shit.
He's right. And then
it's literally just people talking shit. And then like they do like 3 or 4 flashy things like a bubblegum stretch.
Yeah, don't get crazy till the Phantom Troop. I agree.
I'm be real with you though. I'm gonna say this though. If they do a live action Hunter x Hunter, right? I will not knock it. I will watch it because I love Hunter x Hunter. But if I gotta hear that motherfucking background voice narrate every fucking movement in the live action, I'm gonna hurt somebody.
They definitely.
That's actually that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That I'll still have the narrator if I was directing it, but I won't I won't put him as heavy as he is. Like there's certain scenes where like you need the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel
like
that.
If they ever get to like Gyro's backstory or something, you can't just have Gon like read it out of a book or some shit. Like you just have to like cut to it.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong.
I will say if they do it. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I want to hear what you guys say.
I feel as though this is a little of a touchy subject, no pun intended. I feel if they do it, they're probably going to have to tone down the Hisoka and Gon, because there's gonna be sensitive people, bro.
Yeah,
there's gonna be people like annoyed and offended and irritated, and
they're gonna have to tone it down.
They're gonna have to tone it down.
Because think about it, they're actually having an actual man simp over an actual child. So like people are gonna be sensitive, bro.
I actually think they're gonna tone it up because Hollywood literally don't give a fuck when it comes to that shit. And the reason I say this is because I watched that.
Get canceled.
What's that show with Zendaya? What's that show with Zendaya where they just do drugs?
Said it's gonna be canceled ASAP.
Man,
it's gonna be canceled.
You talking about Euphoria, bro? They're not gonna cancel that because it's
heavy with you.
Nah, it's just gonna be one of those things where it's like when you first meet Hisoka, there's literally nothing redeemable about him. Like when you first in that first Hunter arc, you're like, bro. Like if they just lean into the fact that he's not a homie ever, because like in the manga he kind of treads that line of like, is he a good guy, is he a bad guy, can he help me, can he hurt me? Like now you just gotta say he's a crazy pedophile clown.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I've seen so many like Hisoka stans be like, oh well, the reason why he does that is because he's attracted to their power. And bro, is their power coming from their butt?
Yeah, it don't
is
matter.
Their power coming from their butt?
He never said.
I
He
know
never
exactly what
said.
episode you talking about.
Another thing is that he never said he ever wanted to have any sexual relations with anyone. He says, "I want to beat the hell out of you. I want to murder you."
That doesn't make it better.
Bro.
You know what I
But
mean?
that's what I'm saying though.
He gets turned on. He gets turned on by the murder, and
That
we
does not
it's
make it
literally
even better.
Silence of the Lambs. It's literally Silence of the Lambs, and
Like I
we keep
said,
remaking that shit. So it's just you
if
just gotta double down. That's literally how you do it nowadays. You
Nah,
just gotta
bro. I'm
double
not.
down.
Nah,
that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying
feel
though,
you.
bro.
I'm not doubling down for that.
It's cancel culture forever and forever, bro. It's cancel culture. They're gonna probably cancel something like that. They
You just
cancel
literally
Pepe Le Pew. They
yeah,
cancel Pepe Le Pew.
He's not wrong. I forgot about that.
Pepe
They
Le
Yeah,
did
Pew
cancel
deserved
Lord
to
Pepe
be
Le Pew.
Pepe Le
canceled
Don't get
though.
me
Pew,
wrong.
bro.
And here's the thing. He's right because Pepe Le Pew was a whole pervert.
See, here's the
Okay,
thing. All
but
right,
he's
I'm
a
I'm
victim
a, I'm gonna
because
lay that.
there was times where the girl was hinting a little bit.
No means no. No means no.
But that's
All right, all
I'm
right.
just saying.
Let's put
I'm
it
not
this way.
saying I
Let's
don't
put
want
it
to
this way.
see.
With Ahsoka, yeah, they do like the flash of his junk and stuff like that. But in the manga, he's never said, "I'm attracted to people. I like want to bone people. I want to sexually do anything." He just
He
gets
doesn't have
aroused.
to.
He gets aroused. You know what I mean? And
aroused is
they,
crazy.
yeah, no,
He
yeah,
doesn't
aroused is
have to
crazy. But
say
like,
it.
let's put an example. We just brought in Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger literally was getting aroused on screen as the Joker in multiple of those scenes in character.
Why'd you just do that?
Want to
I
see
didn't
how
know
to
that. I
get
didn't
these
need to know that.
scars? You know what I mean? He's playing into his pleasure
Oh,
of torture.
yeah,
It's a
it
character
was a
motif.
it
You know
was
what
a
I mean?
method actor. He was on a lot of
Yes,
drugs.
yeah,
He
but
was
like,
doing
nope, it's
method
the
acting.
same shit. It's the same shit we're talking about. We can't double standards it. So like, that's what I'm saying. If we're
I
gonna
don't
do
think it's the
Ahsoka,
same, but I feel what you're trying to
you
say.
do
I don't think it's the
Ahsoka, you
same.
literally just double down on the fact that he wants to kill people. That's it. You don't make it anything about having sexual relations with kids.
Look. All I'm gonna
I
say
see
is
where you're
this.
going,
All I'm
John.
gonna
I
say
see
is
where you're
this.
going with it.
Both parties have
Go ahead.
both parties make great points, but I'm gonna just nip this in the bud right here.
Yeah.
It's still not okay the way he acts. Regardless of the reason why, it is not okay.
I second what Reese
They
said.
gonna cancel that shit, bro. They gonna cancel it.
Nah,
But
that's
hey, I do
Hunter
want to see the
x
live action
It
Hunter
might
x
be
Hunter. Hunter's
avoided
fun.
altogether because of Hisoka.
Bruh. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate Hisoka, but at the same time, sometimes I be like,
He wild.
man,
Come
go
on,
fight.
bro.
Like, go fight
Like,
somebody.
relax.
Yeah.
Relax. Like,
Yeah, because then
like
oh
you say he's like that, and then when he gets collapsed by a Crollo, he literally just becomes the complete psychopath. That like he drops all of that. So that's what I'm saying. If you just literally just lean into that character part more time, like just go into modern day Ahsoka instead of past Ahsoka, take away the child rapey parts and just make him a bloodthirsty, battle tested, crazy
but
person.
that's what I'm
Like
saying.
he's literally
I feel
like
they're
he
gonna
literally
have
like
to tone it down. They're gonna have to tone it down a little bit.
They're probably not good.
I don't know what's
I don't think
to
they
tone
will,
down.
though.
That's the thing. I don't know what to tone down if you take all of the sexual parts of Ahsoka away. Like
Maybe not have him butt ass fucking bucket naked
no
in front of
no.
Gon
See,
and them.
first of all, if we could have that dude, what's his name, freaking Helmeppo, show his cheeks, and we could have people having sex on screen, then people could be like, he just showed his cheeks in front of them. Like that's literally what he did. He put the towel on, he turned around.
yeah.
I don't think it's the sexualness that's the problem. It's the pedo. That's the thing that's gonna make people feel, because a lot of people were kind of touched as a child, so it's a sensitive subject.
Yeah, it's the
No,
discomfort.
that's completely fair, but like at the same time, like why do you need to have that scene?
Yeah, they could just cut it out.
Like straight
True.
up, like it's
That's
just
what I'm
like
saying.
like you don't need to have that, and you can still have
It's
the
true.
character.
Yeah. I'm not saying cancel Hisoka. I'm just saying like they're gonna have to take some parts out because there's gonna be some sensitive people, bro. There's people that are sensitive from him in the anime. Like
That's true.
there's people that were trying to cancel him at one point.
No, there's a
Like,
difference between take a like tone it
They
down
will be
and like
right.
take him out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, I'm not saying take him out, because that, I will say, that's kind of like you said, his villainous character. Like, people are like, oh, he's like, that's why he's the ultimate villain. He makes you uncomfortable. But I'm like, yeah, I hear you, but like, pedophile.
I don't really,
Pedo clown.
I don't really see
Now,
Hisoka as a villain. I see him as
he's a
an
force of
obstacle.
nature.
Yeah, I see him
Yeah,
as
he's a
an
force of
obstacle.
he's just a
Yeah,
force of nature. He's literally just there to cause chaos.
He's trying to force some type of bush.
That's why he makes you feel uncomfortable, because you don't know what's gonna
I
happen.
agree. He
You
does
never
a good
do-
job.
No,
He does a good job.
What's the best
And
way
you
to
could-
explain
and you-
Hisoka? He's like
you
a
could-
box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
No. He's that you know those cookies in the tin jar that's blue?
Oh no,
He's that.
that's not yo.
He's that, because you don't even know if there's cookies inside.
That's true. Wow, that's even worse.
Exactly. That's what Hisoka is.
I'm dead. Yo, it's John.
It's
I
the
mean,
truth,
it's
though.
Xantar.
You could say my name. It's not that secret. It's 3 letters. It's fine.
This is where I put my stickers.
Yo, he know he
This is
brought
my
the. He got the tin. He got the tin. He got the cookie tin.
This is where I put my stickers. So.
Yeah. Oh
See,
man.
like, his doesn't even have sewing needles in it. His has stickers.
Hey, look, man. My grandma had
You
hers
don't-
with sewing
you
needles
don't
in it,
even-
and I pricked myself when I thought it was
Exactly.
cookies in there.
Exactly. You don't even know. You
But,
don't even
yeah,
know
that's
that
crazy.
and then it's too late.
But I feel like a great question about that though. I feel like there's a couple anime that I would like to see as a live action, but the ones we said I think are like 100% legit. I would watch them. But before we close out and get out of here, let's get back to One Piece. Just on the note of, all right, 2 more questions and we'll end up. Let's try to breeze
What's
through it.
Talk to him.
What is something that you really enjoyed out of the live action? So like something that wasn't in the anime that you enjoyed and you liked the difference.
Kobe.
Y'all mind if I hit this one?
Well, Xantar already said his. He said Kobe. So.
Oh, you said Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta be frank and I gotta be honest. We had discrepancies about, a few people had discrepancies about it earlier, but I kind of didn't mind the guard.
Okay.
At first, I was weirded out by it. I was like, I kind of don't like it here, but I applaud them for taking a risk. And Oda, like I said, he oversees it, so he felt it was comfortable enough to go about the show that way. And I'm just curious to see how they're going to continue to continue the change that they already implemented with Garp being there since the Pirate King being executed. That threw me off. I noticed that right away. I was like, wait, what? That makes no sense. But I grew around to like Garp placement in the story, and we get to see a little bit of the eternal conflict between him and Luffy a little bit early on as well.
All right.
So,
all right.
I'll have to say Garp.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
J Smack, the floor is yours.
Now, is this something that I wasn't a fan of at first, and then I became a fan, or just
something that you like that something that you like that is not that didn't happen in the anime that happened in a live action?
Oh, okay. Man, Come back to me.
Okay,
on this one.
I can go then. Arlong's speech to the rat pirate.
Ooh, that was good.
That was pretty good.
Like that,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
that was not the same. And I was like, why do I feel like a stronger connection towards Arlong than before? Because in the anime, like obviously you learn more about Arlong as the series goes on, but like when you first meet Arlong, you just think he's a thug who's just oppressing these villagers. Like they don't really go into him, huh?
the beauty of hindsight, you could characterize the man.
Exactly. But in the live action, he was different. Like, don't get me wrong, he was still a thug, but like, he was a thug that became a thug through trials and tribulation, and a thug that had a purpose. You know what I mean? So like, and when he felt when he felt disrespected by that Marine, I was like, I felt disrespected by that Marine, and then when he said what he said back, I was like,
you know, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping the record would skip when the guy talked out of line. Like, you know how they have it like in movies where like the dude's playing the DJ and it's like, yeah, like I was waiting for that because I saw the boombox, which I'm never gonna get over that. To the end of my days, that stereo system was crazy.
Yeah, that speech was powerful, man, and I was like, yeah. Don't get me wrong, you're still wrong for oppressing another group of people. That's crazy, but like I get it. So definitely our long speech.
Oppressed, you know, by the humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think mine. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick, the fact that Sanji has beef with oregano is something I didn't know I needed in my life.
Yo, he really does have beef with oregano. He's like, oregano's a poor man's seasoning.
No, but like the fact that he was hiding, he was scared. He had the knife. He was shivering. He was scared for his life. Then freaking Zeph is like, needs oregano. He was like, I'm going to kill this man. I'm going to save the crew. Like, it was just like instant, like flip the switch. It was so crazy.
That was funny. That was really funny. I think mine goes back to what I said before. Like, you know how in the beginning Luffy was in the barrel, but Luffy was like on the little raft in the beginning. Yeah. And it's all because of the mutiny. Like, mutiny. Like, I loved that. Like, that was such a, like, it was adorable but funny, but like it was different, you know? Like, I was just like, that's nice. Like, you know, and kind of piggybacking off of that, I will say at first, Luffy's voice, I wasn't really, you know, hooked on it, you know? Mm-hmm. But as I was watching the show, I was like, okay, he's valid, bro. Like, he's so valid. But yeah, I'd have to say the mutiny. The mutiny was probably my favorite.
Okay.
Or one of my favorites.
All right. Now, and then, like I said, my second question. Let's move through this as quickly as possible so we can end the show. But
yeah, let's do it.
Hot take. Give me a hot take. If you don't know what a hot take is literally that one thing that you will say about the show that someone will not agree with. Like, you like, I'm probably getting a lot of flack for this.
Make more of the characters black. Make more of the characters black. Make Robin black.
Yeah,
that was an easy one.
That was easy. That was easy.
No,
I know. I just wanted to say it.
I have a hot take.
She's supposed to be Russian.
I think
make her a black Russian.
Fair.
I think if we ever make it to Chopper, I think
you mean
Chopper,
next season?
I think Chopper's design is going to be a straight, like a regular deer.
You think so?
Or a teddy bear design. It's gonna look like Ted.
Oh, that just made me back out of bed.
Just remember when I said this. Wait till y'all see Chopper. They're gonna have Chopper looking like a teddy bear.
If they don't do Tony Chopper like Ted, right, I'm gonna be upset. Okay.
I actually have a piggybacked hot take about Chopper too. I didn't even think about it until you just said it. It reminded me of this. So, you all remember in Jumanji when the little boy turned into like the monkey boy thing?
Yeah.
Y'all remember y'all remember like pre-Sonic?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's like not the good Sonic, like the pre-Sonic.
You talking about Sonic?
Because
Sonic.
Listen,
Sonic.
Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. They always emphasize how Chopper was 2 reindeer for the humans and 2 human for the reindeers. Okay, like he was just this monster. But when we saw him, it's like, oh, he's just mad cute. They should make him look more monsterish.
Are you saying Chopper? So your hot
Okay.
take is they should call up Ugly Sonic and say, "Hey, I got a role for you," because after watching
Basically,
Chip and Dale movie proved that Ugly Sonic is the person out there and he's trying to get roles.
all you have
Oh,
to
for
do
real?
is
I didn't
wear
even know
pink
that.
hats.
No, yeah, in the Chip
Yeah.
and Dale movie, his name is Sanic, and it is hilarious. Like,
Yeah, it's honestly the best thing for no reason. But
Let's see. Any more hot takes?
I got one.
All right. Yeah.
Yo, where my boy Hachi at? Huh?
Okay. Hachi. What
Where
about him?
Hachi at?
I don't know if this is a hot take for the live action or just in general, but
For the
like
live action, where my boy Hachi. Hachi was supposed to
they
be
got
at Arlong Park, and they snubbed me.
see.
I wanted to
Here's
see
the
the
thing.
fight with him and Zoro. Screw you
He
guys.
put you can't.
You know
It's
what's
gonna
so
be
crazy?
it's gonna be
I
really
did not
hard
realize
to
that till just
no, but
now.
it's gonna be really hard to justify the fact that he was having Nami there as a slave for her entire life, and then is just okay, just cutting off his tentacles and cooking it in Sabaondi.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
it's you know what I mean? Like he worked for Along and stuff. Like it's not like in the anime where it's like, oh yeah, kiss kiss love love. It's like, yo, like they burned down your village. He flipped over houses and that like it actually looked legit.
I still wanted to see him. I don't
No,
care.
I feel like you're going to see him. He's just not going to be a part of Arlong's crew, or like he'll be like, I left Arlong's crew because he paid bad or something. You know, like.
Yeah, well, we will see. But yeah, that's my thing. No, I wanted to see him and Zoro fight. That's all that was.
My hot take is that I hope live action Vivi is better than manga anime Vivi because manga anime
I
Vivi
hate
just
Vivi,
cries.
bro.
She just cries and
I'm
bosses
just saying,
people around.
if live action Vivi's anything like anime Vivi, she's gonna need to learn to defend herself. Because as soon as she go to slap Luffy gonna deck the shit out of her. Just start
If anything, in live action, she should just have less lines.
like Luffy was like when Vivi
Like straight
slapped
up,
Luffy,
just give her less lines.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because like she's just annoying.
Who would y'all
Dude,
want?
people are swearing that she's gonna be the 11th Straw Hat. I'm like,
no.
If she's the 11th Straw Hat, then literally, I have to drop One Piece out of the top 5 for me. It's gonna be number 6, like Drake.
Oh, I'm dead. That was a double entendre, by the way.
Yes.
But what do y'all think if they do go to this? Because I'll be mad when they gloss over this arc. One of my favorite villains in One Piece is Skypiea, like Inaru.
yes.
Nah, they're definitely going to Skypiea.
They're going to
I
Skypiea. It's one of the best arcs.
I have a feeling they're going to skip over Skypiea. But if they do Skypiea, who would you want the actor for Inaru to be?
Eminem.
Not Eminem. Not Eminem.
I thought the same thing too. I know because the character was created and based off him. But
you want to hear? I'm gonna just say something stupid. It's not who I really think, but I just want to be hilarious. Pete Davidson.
Actually, yo, what?
Pete Davidson playing Eminem and method acting.
Wow.
I'm crying.
at that. I'm so dead at that.
Okay.
He's gonna be smashing all the angels and shit.
My second pick that makes no sense would be Sebastian Stan. Because he has the same eye structure as Eminem.
Who's Sebastian Stan?
He's the Winter Soldier in Captain America.
I thought that's who you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's literally he has the eyes.
Thor should be Inaru. The
Chris
guy that played
Hemsworth?
Thor, whoever that is.
I'm gonna hit you with this. He found out he had heart problems, and he's not acting anymore. Really, he's taking like a big break. So yeah, he did a show on Disney about like being all healthy and like lifting weights and stuff. And then on that show, they were like, "Oh, by the way, since you're like doing this crazy workout thing, you're literally killing yourself." So he's like, "Yeah, the show's canceled, and I gotta chill."
Wow.
So he's like taking time off and stuff at the moment from what I heard. So yeah, maybe his brother. His brother is still doing stuff and doesn't have heart problems.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, yeah, that's unfortunate, man. He was a great Thor.
Oh, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Hold up.
All right, do you think?
There you go.
But yeah, I honestly think like Skypiea with all the religious symbolism and stuff like that, it's money printing. Because what's more controversial than religion?
Yeah, you're
I can see
right.
You know what I mean? The questioning of God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Shandans with the ancient like tribal, culture and stuff like that.
People's gonna
The
be too
clouds.
touchy and
No, I
they
think
might
it's going to
skip
be the
over it.
opposite. Like I don't think they're going to skip over it. I think it's literally going to be like one of those arcs where it's just like everyone's going to talk about it because of how controversial it is, and it's just going to get more popular because of it.
That is true.
Like, you know what I mean? Because like they don't like Luffy and them. They don't actually meet God. It's a guy who calls himself God, and they deal with the repercussions of that. You know what I mean? And like they take him down because he's not actually God. Yeah.
Godfall.
No, they call Eneru God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like once you like understand what's actually going on, Skypiea makes more sense. It's just a religious allegory. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
if we
agree.
could, if Passion of the Christ could be up there, then pretty sure we could, we could go to Skypiea. Because like we saw the dude get nailed to the cross, man.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
Shouts out to my favorite villain Eneru.
All right. But guys, I appreciate y'all coming here tonight. Definitely had a good time. I'm gonna just go out of here and say it. Live action One Piece is definitely worth the watch. Whether you consider it binge or cringe, that's up to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a binge because I kind of binged it anyway. But like, but yeah,
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what would you guys rank it out of 1 through 10?
I would give it an 8.
I would give.
I give it a solid 8.
I was gonna say 7.5, 8.
I was gonna say two 7.5s and 2 8s. Okay.
Yeah,
that's valid.
I was gonna be like,
They did
eight.
too much fan service for me. Like for instance, Sanji did the Mutin shot, and I was literally like, when I saw him do the kick course, and he started doing it, I was like, oh my god, I need you to do a Mutin shot right now. And then he did it right there, and like my mind was just blown. I was like, oh my god, they did it for me. Like they set you up like a combo, another combo. They just did it. So like stuff like that, just points.
And keep in mind, everyone that's watching that, like, this is like intent, like heavily anime head type people giving it a 7.5, 8. 7.5 and 8 is not a bad rating. That's a good, solid rating to watch.
That's a good rating.
Now, maybe if you hear like a 5 or 4, you might want to might want to cringe on that. But I'm definitely giving it a binge. It's solid enough to watch again and to watch another season of it. And for it to be like one of the best animes of like One Piece, and for him to take a shot at trying to live action the best anime of all time, one of them arguably, they've done it well. Great job. I got to give hats off to everyone that's a part of it. The actors did great. Even if I had the discrepancies with, Usopp a little bit and Orlong, I felt overall everyone was a solid cast. The story changes was great. It makes you have to watch the show. Just say if you read the manga and think you know everything about the manga and don't need to watch the show, you have to watch the show because it's slightly different. So definitely 7.5, 8 is a solid number for sure.
Hell yeah. Couldn't said it better myself, brother.
Yeah, man. Excellent point.
That's my take on it right there. Shout out.
All I'm gonna say is this: we've had a great discussion tonight. Go watch One Piece live action. Segue yourself into One Piece itself. Catch up. Get to where we at, man. Because we about to move into the next phase. You feel me? In the actual animated series. But I just want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thanks to everybody who stopped by in the chat. Thank you to future viewers who's going to watch this. So normally at this point, I say what next week's episode is going to be. There is no next week episode. Taking a week off.
So next week's episode is the vacation episode. Got it.
Vacation episode. Nah, my vacation episodes legitly are when I'm at conventions interviewing people. That's how I ain't gonna lie. That's a vacation.
Oh, that's the
episode.
Convention episode, bro.
There you go.
I thought you watched vacation, bro. Like every different thing has a different episode. There's the beach episode. There's the shopping episode. There's the school episode.
I don't think I would ever do a beach
the baseball
episode.
episode.
I'm too scared to get my equipment damaged.
You don't have to have the beach episode. It's mostly for fan service.
Gotcha. We'll do it in the backyard. We'll do it in like an open field with a kiddie pool.
This is the beach episode, and it's just like, here is sand. Here is my pool. It will represent the water.
Yes. But like I was saying, next week I'm taking a week off, but that's because I also want to promote and talk about the episode after that's going to be on the 31st, which is the following Tuesday. If anybody's able to join us, I know that's technically Halloween night. Some people might go out, but I'm in the hopes of people not really doing anything because work is the next day. And people go out the weekend before. Like if anybody wants to join us for that episode, if you're going to appear on camera, cosplay.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, I'm going to be in cosplay. So if you're going to join us for that. And we're going to be, it's going to be a takeover episode where one of my partners in crime, Jasmine, is going to be in charge of the episode. I'm gonna sit back. I do it once in a while. I'm about to start having more takeover episodes as long as we can discuss and come to understanding of them. But if you ever want to do a takeover episode, holla at you.
I'm gonna say it here right now. I challenge you for a takeover episode. I'll beat you in Super Smash Brothers, and I'll let you choose the episode.
Oh! You said Super Smash and J-Smack's presence. Oh dear God!
First of all, I'm always ready. Like, don't even play. Don't even play, yo. Send your name in the Discord, and then tomorrow once I pay for it, I gotta pay for my. I'm not gonna lie, I'm broke as hell, so I gotta pay for my internet. Yeah.
Can't be like that, bro. It's all good.
Oh
Look,
man!
Anybody that want the Mortal Kombat smoke, you know where I'm at too.
Bro, I'm not playing you in Mortal Kombat ever again.
I ain't talking shit on that one.
Nah, Clarence, I'm training. Don't think I'm shy. It's just, there's only so much time in the day.
I'm not playing him in Mortal Kombat ever again. He destroyed me, ruined my confidence. Okay, and he goaded me. He goaded me into a death battle.
This is what happens in Super Smash Bros. I bought the game because other people like to play it. Didn't want to play it. Clarence comes over my house, starts beating me up. Now he's unleashed a demon. I'm amazing at the game.
Yeah,
no,
I was
amazing.
gonna say, John is officially out of our little circle here. I gotta give it to John for Smash Bros at this point. So good luck. Fight him.
Yeah, because the last time I met Clarence, I goofed him.
Yo.
Who's your main?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay, that's a sleeper.
All I'm gonna say is this. Y'all know I am planning a stream for Smash Brothers going crazy. So
you already know.
What?
Yeah. So if y'all want to get in, I'll have the tournament. We'll do the tournament style live stream. But I'll explain more of that later. But
all right, for sure.
Hey,
but
I be streaming it sometimes too. So man. Just let me know. I'll drop it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, good stuff tonight, guys. Glad you could all join me. J-Smack, thank you for being here for your first time, bro. Hopefully you can join us on the 31st, because the 31st we are going to be. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll try, bro. I'm gonna try.
Hey,
fingers crossed.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah, on the 31st.
I'm gonna try.
Is like I said. My homie Jasmine is going to be doing a takeover episode, cosplay if you're going to be on camera, and we're going to be talking about Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
That's her
And the only
pick.
reason why I say I'm gonna try is because I'm going to AWA. So I'm
that's
coming
right.
back
You
that
are.
Monday.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah. Forgot about AWOL.
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try.
Yeah. But on the 31st, cosplay live, we're going to talk about Chainsaw Man takeover episode for Jasmine. And from then on,
no doubt.
we're going to do a takeover episode maybe once a month or once every 2 months. I'm still figuring that out. But without further ado, guys, thank you guys for being here. As always.
Thanks for having us, man.
Oh, yeah, man. As always, I'm your boy, Ideal Tone, and I'm just here to always make that known that we are out of here. Later.
Later. See you guys.